We're back again. We're in the city of Brookwood. It's what's titled the big event. It appears that the big event that we are going to experience might be the rain. I think the plan is for there to be, a band, and the food trucks are set up. The kids are having fun. We're planning on handing out as many of these cards as we can. How you doing, my friend? Good. We're gonna hand out as many of these cards as we can. I don't know what time this show's gonna end, but we are just gonna check it out. We were hoping for a turnout, but that turnout might end up being just the rain. Y'all doing all right? Good. Yeah, partly kind of how these things work is that is that I've always been told that you just present yourself friendly and things will work out. My friend that was gonna be here, she decided that she was not gonna be able to make it, and so let's see what's down this way first. But I was supposed to meet some folks out here, and because of, as you can see, the rain has kind of slowed some things down. Kim, I'm in Brookwood, and we're at the big event. And the big event, as you can see, is the storm has ended up being the big event here. I'm not sure if the rain's gonna hold out, but I'm just gonna look around for a couple of the folks that I had promised that I would be here to see if they're here. Yep. So there are vendors that are out here. How you doing, sir? He's good. And we are going to. How you doing, sir? We're gonna check out a couple of the vendors. I'm not sure what time the music is supposed to start playing, but I would have wanted to be one of the vendors to set up under the canopy here. This is Brookwood's big event. Big for Brookwood, perhaps. We found out about this event about at about 8 o'clock this morning, and we were gonna check with the mayor to see if he could get us included. Wasn't able to. We're thankful for Mayor Barger's help in trying to coordinate to get us on slate to participate in this event. Partly, it's title on. We're gonna leave the title on folks where they're at. It's lightning, and so I don't know how long the show is gonna go on, because the lightning is serious. There's thunder. Was thundering earlier. Yeah, thundering again. So yeah. How you doing, sir? So yeah. My friend, how you doing? Good. Good.
I see you not at the association meeting.
That's right. Good. Think the weather's gonna hold up?
We're hoping I'm worried.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully it's just going to hit around us.
Yeah.
The election is about to close in on us.
Oh, okay.
It's building, but a lot of it's staying right in here in the Colon area.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Hey, ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm Jody.
I'm Carolyn.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir. You too.
Yeah, running for state senator for District 21.
Okay.
Yep, running the independent campaign. Yep. Running the independent campaign. Yep. I started out, I was in the military, retired in 2024, and thought life was planned. I was at the White House, National Security Council, and then I ended up resigning to come home. So I'm here. Yep. I'm from Pickens County, but the district covers all of Pickens, and then yeah, that's right. Where'd you work at?
I worked down there on the ambulance before it got on the trip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one.
Because our ambulance in the parking lot for the fire station is called the Pickens County Jail.
Wow. So you're EMT certified?
I used to be down there.
Okay.
Now, I don't do that no more. I went and got the CDL.
Oh.
Driving 18-wheeler and stuff like that.
Okay.
Fire department here
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So you from Brookwood? Okay.
You did it.
Yeah. And Carrollton, you know Carrollton. Carrollton's a town. Yeah, Carrollton's a town. Yeah. Wow. I always tell. We don't have a light anymore. We used to. Yep. Now it's a stop sign. Yep. It was right by the career center. Yep. It's gone. Yep.
It's not around like it used to be.
Yep.
But if you had to go around,
You still do. Yep.
it's still there.
That's good.
Yeah, you can't miss it. It's right by the bank. Yep. The diner. Yep, the diner. Yep, the diner. Yep. And that's New Year's Club, yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's two ambulances now. And they typically sit on I call it on the river, on 82. And the other one, they may, but I think their primary hub is supposed to be on the top side and on the back side. Right. Yeah. Yeah, they're running medical now. Yeah. So is this an annual event? Okay. So the band's gonna play and then the fireworks are gonna pick up at the end? Okay. Okay.
JD.
Okay. 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 Uh-oh. Good to see y'all. All right, my friend. Nice to meet you. Yeah. The rain is here.
It finally came home.
Yeah. The real rain. So I think we're going to
Brookwood!
I mean, the guy showed the rain forecast to me on his phone, and it was serious. So we are. The big event was the rain. We had planned on a little bit more engagement and talking and getting to know the folks out here in Brookwood, but we're getting intimately related to Mother Nature. So we are gonna spend some time talking to some folks whenever we can. Miss Barb, my buddy, said that she can. Hey, how are you? That's okay. Said that she wouldn't be able to make it. Yeah. Miss Kristen, how are you today? We're at Brookwood's big event. Happens once a year along with the back to school bash, and as you can see, the big event that's going on here today is the rain. I met a couple of y'all were listening. I met a couple of the good volunteers from the fire department, and one of the gentlemen said that he worked in Carrollton, and so he shouts out to the pizza doctor and to the diner. He said that's what his fondest memories were, going to those two places. I hope that wherever you all are at, that you're enjoying your Saturday. I found out about this event at Brookwood earlier this morning, and I wasn't able to get on board to get a vendor table, but we're going anyway, whether it was raining or whether it wasn't, that we were going to be here. It's the rain's slowing up now, and I'm not sure what's coming in behind it, but I felt that it was important to be here because I had committed to come, and I told some folks that I was going to be here. I am going to try to find them. People have asked about this district, and they said, well, where are you going to put signs out in Tuscaloosa? And I said, well, we're running the campaign to represent not just all of Pickens, not just all of Tuscaloosa, but to represent the state of Alabama. When you're a state senator, you're making decisions not just for the people that supported and voted for you, but you're making decisions as one body for the whole state. So I'm running the campaign for state senate for District 21 to represent the whole state. This iPad's gonna get wet. But I know that there's a lot on the agenda between now and November the 3rd. We have a forum that we have once a month that's probably going to come up. We're probably going to have that forum next Sunday, but that's the best place to get information. And then for those of you who are community leaders, I really would love to have a conversation with you all one-on-one, so that way I can give not just the 95%, but also the 5%. We want to make sure that that everybody, all of our community leaders are tied into the 5% of the strategy stuff that we don't talk about on social media. All right, so we're gonna sign out. I'm gonna try to go find my couple of loyal supporters here in Brookwood that I told that I was going to be here. So I hope that you all have a great rest of your Saturday. If you're in the area of 82, be careful if you're in the area of 82, if you're traveling that area. The point in me highlighting it, one, was to get constructive feedback. We're already at the point where of implementation. So the answer that we should have kept what we had in life in general, we would always just want things to be the way that they were. That's why Boyz II Men has a song, "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday." Because if we could all just make it what it was yesterday, then we would just still keep things the same way. But to get constructive feedback and recommended solutions so that feedback can be provided to elected officials and in turn elected officials as they're having discussions with the Alabama Department of Transportation to come up with solutions that have community input. Someone mentioned roundabouts, and I have not seen a roundabout on a major roadway in Alabama. I can't think of right now a place where I even have seen a roundabout in Tuscaloosa County. But again, that feedback is good because we do want to know what you're thinking about Highway 82. The main thing is to slow down. The speed limit's 45 for a reason. I know that somebody say there should be a light. Yeah, there should be a light. But again, we need to give the proper officials time to work the issue. But in the meantime, to be careful. Life's not perfect. We're not perfect. So a perfect solution would have been something that was done on ChatGPT. And it would have been perfect. Everything would have worked out fine. But we are not there. Most of the things that we do, we don't have a perfect solution, but we build and we tinker. Cars have what we call recalls. With the best engineers, they have recalls. Why? Because we don't always get it exactly right. So the best of what we can do now is to raise awareness to, when you're in that area, make sure that you're being extremely cautious as you travel. Shouts out to all the educators and everybody that's associated with the education ecosystem. School started back in Pickens last week. It starts back in Tuscaloosa County this week. We wouldn't be the nation that we are with citizens to uphold our Constitution without teachers, without educators, without bus drivers, without principals, without front office assistants, with all of those folks. So we need all of the folks that make schools work, counselors, nurses. Thank you all for what you all have done and the task that you all have on you to teach kids in a society where our attention span has continued to decrease. We are in our campaign are running every time I say the most competitive campaign, I think about my friend Jesse in Northeast Alabama. So if you're in Northeast Alabama, there's a very competitive race there with independent candidate Jesse Battles. What I've learned in working on Capitol Hill is that you have to have coalitions, right? Jesse's running the independent campaign. I've looked at his platform, and he's running a very competitive campaign in Northeast Alabama for state senate. So I don't have the district number offhand. I should, but I don't. But if you're in Northeast Alabama, look up my friend Jesse Battles, independent candidate for state senate. But anyway, you look for places to co-partner, to build relationships, to build coalitions, to get things done. And so I'm excited to run out, to run the rest of this race. The strategy that we have planned, it's exciting. I've presented it to some trusted folks that have been around politics for a while, and they're extremely excited. They asked me how'd you come up with the ideas to do these things? And I told them that I have a master's degree from George Washington University in legislative affairs. and in that master's program, I had to run a campaign. As a candidate, we had to run a campaign from bottom to top all the way to election day. So I have a little bit of experience, even though this is my first time running for office. But anyway, so I presented that strategy to some trusted folks that have been around politics in Tuscaloosa County for a while. They're extremely excited, and I'm excited to get to count down these last 90 or so days. If you want to know what you can do to help, let me know, because we do need help with our campaign in certain areas. Very targeted, very specific, and we're looking for people with certain skill sets and gifts to allow you to thrive in your gift, so that when you look back on the midterm for 2026 and you say, where were you at? You can say that you were with the most competitive campaign probably in the southeastern United States for state senate. And if you want to know the background and why, reach out to me personally. I can give you all the data. But we're gonna mingle and talk to some folks. And I'm trying to think of next Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. If you're in Aliceville, we're gonna have a meet and greet. Hey, how are you? Y'all doing all right? Good. Good to see you all. We're gonna have a meet and greet, and at that meet and greet, we're gonna talk through some topics that I've discussed with the pastor at. I'll present the flyer, but we're gonna have a meet and greet, Aliceville, Saturday morning. Breakfast at 9 o'clock. If you need to register to vote, that's a good place to be at. If you want to hear about our competitive campaign, that's a good place to be at. That's not the only meet and greet that we're going to have in Aliceville, but it's the first of two that I'm aware of that we're going to have. So it's exciting. Someone asked if I was tired, to make sure that you're taking some time to care for yourself, and I just said that we're running this race with endurance. So I'm gonna see if I can find the mayor to thank him for his willingness to try to help out with getting us a vendor table set up. I love each and every one of you all. If you're in and around Brookwood, you can come out to the big event. What do you look forward to with the big event today? Have you been on the Ferris wheel, anything? Not yet? Okay. But we are, say hello. I'm running the campaign for State Senate for District 21. No. It's on this side. So you're here.
Oh, okay.
I can give you one of my cards, though. I'm an independent candidate. You're welcome. Yep. So we are. So we're gonna do some engagement and talk with some folks. I've already seen a couple of folks that I recognize from Lakeview. So we're gonna mingle around while we have time. I love each and every one of y'all. Stay safe. Do the things that create memories. Tell the people that you love. Tell them that you love them. And I look forward to seeing you all at some point. If I do need to be stopped, stop me, because I'm on a train, and the train's going faster and faster as we get to November the 3rd. So I would ask that you, if I need to be stopped, if something that I'm missing, let me know. Shouts out for everybody that's out there watching, that's protecting and watching out for our campaign signs. We have a plan for that too. there should be a button that says we have a plan for that. We have a plan for that. But I look forward to running a good campaign. All of y'all that have been with our campaign from the beginning, trust me, I know who you are. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I look forward to seeing you all out either on the campaign trail or somewhere. I love you all. I love each and every one of y'all, and I look forward to seeing you all around.